welcome to the final episode of Mega Man 04. Time to make the final part of the game, actually. Let's see, Meadow Hopper, we need a Yakadroid. I thought I made this already, but I probably didn't because I didn't have the parts. No, I didn't. Crinions, which I happen to got from over in the Ragnarok Stage 2, and I managed to get the Splash Jump. Crossbind, Crinion, let's see, Needle Balloon, which I've gotten last part. We get the Spike type Eye, which would have been very useful in the Ice Stage. Then again, the Ice Stage wasn't that bad. Let's see, am I missing something else? Yes, I am. Crap. Can I make something else? I'm pretty sure I'm missing. Oh wait, no, I am missing a part. Damn it. It just dawned on me that I'm missing a part. Actually, no, I think I can make this one here. Frog, yes. But I'm gonna have to go back and get some more parts because I am missing at least 2 or 3 to make the final 2 chips for the game. Or at least 4. Yeah, no, I'm missing 3 chips, that's all. So I'll be back. Alright, I got the chips that I'm missing, which was the Bombardier. Let's see. I'm also missing... I was missing a Gyrator, so that's what I went back for. And let's see. A Lead Deserter, Heck of Crystal, I had that. I mean, a Crystal, I had that. That's what I meant to say. And Certanium. I had to go get Certanium. That's another thing I had to go get. It was easy to find in the underground forest. So there's that. Certanium. Let's see. Gyrator. And I'm pretty sure I have a Reflebleamer. And is there anything else I need? Nope. Good. Reflect. I can't believe I was missing that and I didn't get that, but... well, I should have. Now, let's see. Am I missing a part? Oh, wait, I am. Damn it. I'm missing automatic filling. And automatic filling is something that will refill the weapon that you steal from enemies. And I'm missing that. And unfortunately, I'm missing the part for it, which is a Makame-san. So, yeah. It just dawned on me that I'm missing it. And, unfortunately for me, I'm gonna have to go back and get one. And I wish I would have had one. But for right now, let's see if I have, yeah, it just dawned on me that I'm missing it. Alright, so I'll be back. I'll get that last part, probably make the last part of the game. Let's see. Now that we went through all the trouble of doing that, I don't need another Crossbind. I need a Bonsect. Let's see, I'm going to need the, that Makame-san that I had in the Glacial for the Mogul, and also we got a filling, and I think that's the last one of the game to make. Let's make sure, because I went through a whole lot of trouble to try to get the rest of these chips. You don't get an achievement for it, but for the most part, at least I've gotten all the chips in the game. So, if I ever want to start the game all over again, I at least start with all the chips. And, oh look, there's all the Spike types right over there. So, with that said, we've gotten every single chip in the game. We've got all of the sub-tanks, and we've got the elf completely maxed out by it eating a lot of energy crystals and in turn eating a lot of elves. Yeah, I'm a monster. But with that said, we are good enough to start the final part of the game, and that is to stop Ragnarok from crashing in to Area 0. Oh, and for the record, the only reason why the original part of Ragnarok, the Ragnarok control, wasn't available because the story demanded, number one, and number two, it kicked you out until you beat the Ragnarok circuit. So once you beat Ragnarok circuit, now we're in the Ragnarok's core. And ladies and gentlemen, let's be honest with you, this is practically a usual boss rush and then final boss stage. So bear that in mind. However, this is actually the hardest stage in the game. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. It is the hardest stage of the game. I'm not going to sugarcoat it with you. Even with the strong armor, yeah, it can be pretty tough. Well, specifically because of the boss rush. And then also having to deal with the final boss himself. Okay, the final boss's second half may not be hard, but the first half, definitely. Alright. All we need to do is just hold the core, and that's what we need to do. Unfortunately, it'll take more than that to stop the core, let alone stop Ragnarok in general. So if you, honest to God, are not ready for this stage, go back and grind. Nothing is stopping you. And by the way, rankings don't matter unless you really want to try to do that for big dick energy. That's pretty much all what rankings is for. That's the gist of this game. When it comes down to the rankings, it's nothing but big dick energy and also impressive speed runs. But I'm not here to speed run. One, I do enjoy this game, and two, I'd rather actually make sure that I'm in a comfortable position instead of getting my ass kicked like I did earlier parts. So bear that in mind. And I still get my ass kicked, but not as hard, because after all, I am the fucking strong. And with that said, if you've missed out on just about all of my parts, you probably, joining in, won't even know what's going on. But guess what, folks? It is boss rush time, and they have all the bosses together in one room this time. However, it's the boss rush. What do you expect?
Nobody cares! Nobody cares!
By the way, that warning on the screen would explain why my voice is the way it is. Anyway, I skipped the boss rush because primarily it's everything you saw in the last part, except I've gotten a little bit stronger because of the max elf and I was able to do a lot more damage to them, but yeah, the only thing that took a little bit longer was Pegasote and Claire constantly knocking me off the cliff. Other than that, nothing's changed. You don't get an advantage. They have the upper hand. And speaking of the upper hand, yeah, look, they found Spike Wallman. And honestly, I could have just used Strong, abused the fact that I could have invincibility frames on spikes, and just used that to climb up the walls instead of doing that. But I didn't. Instead, I took the old-fashioned way for people who don't get the Strong chip. And by the way, there is a full heal on the bottom. So with that said, just simply chop your way through, or blast your way through, whichever one comes first, or grab an axe, or grab something. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you're gonna need... Well, actually, no, you're not even gonna need the Zero Knuckle for the final boss. No. What I'm going to do will probably take a little bit longer because, well, again, I'm high on Novocaine when I played the damn game. I'm feeling fine now, but when I was playing... Yeah, I was really high on Novocaine, and it started to wear off right in the second phase of the boss. By the way, who is the boss, you may ask? Well, you're gonna be in for a not-so-obvious surprise, but it's Vile. Yep. There he is, after 3 games of hiding. After 4 games of causing internal conflict between Neo Arcadian and all of the Reploids. and then trying to cause another Armageddon to happen. Here he is. I've waited so long to get my hands on this shriveled up old bastard. And you know what? Kraft tried to rob me of the opportunity, but here's the thing. Vile, despite being human, is a cyborg that can easily regenerate. Yeah, let that sink in. Not only is a Reploid that can easily regenerate, well, he's not a Reploid basically, he's a human that can regenerate due to the cybernetics that's been put on him by the people who wanted to make sure that he suffered banishment for the rest of his life. Then again, this guy caused the Maverick Wars, and the Elf Wars. And, well, no, he caused the Elf Wars, not the Maverick Wars. That would be Wily. But Vile caused the the Elf Wars. Vile caused all sorts of harm to come to Neo Arcadia, so needless to say, he deserved everything he got. So quite frankly, he just wants revenge for the sake of being a dick, and don't want to actually suffer the consequences for his actions. He just wants suffering, and that's all he wants. And you know what? I'm going to give him suffering. Instead of him making everybody suffer, I'm going to make him suffer. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. But before I do anything, just give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Sorry I had to step off for a bit, but I had to make sure nobody was going to come in to interrupt me for what possibly would be one of the glorious battles that we will ever have, and one of the hardest. Needless to say, killing this man is going to be phenomenal, and I have no sympathy of putting him down. So, with that said, let him continue to spout his drivel, because he's going to die by the end of this part anyway. Well, it will come with a cost, but still. It's time for Dr. Vile, as he fuses with the core of Ragnarok. And now, it's about to get excessively hard. You all thought I was kidding? Haha, no. This battle is really hard. And I'm gonna have to stop him, otherwise he's gonna keep doing what he's doing until there's no one left but him. And even then, he'll probably die anyway. So, how Vile works. He teleports from side to side, drop blocks in your boulders your way, and the gold boulders will go a different direction than what the gray boulders do, and the gray boulders are destructible. Funnily enough, Vile has the same moves as Phantom. He will drop kunai that will electrocute the floor if they're touched by the spark that's there. Why does this look like Wily 7? Why does this look like Wily 7? And he'll keep doing that for quite some time. There's also an EX move that he does that you will see later that he actually brings back dead Neo Arcadians. No, I'm not kidding. He actually does that here. He also has the purple spots. And, oh my god, this fucker is Wily! It just came to a harsh realization. But you want to know something else is a harsh realization? Watch this shit. You will be amazed. Let's switch the X skills and switch to Time Stop. You'll see exactly that this is some bullshit. That Time Stopper is actually his fucking weakness. I have no clue on this. But this is the attack he uses for to bring back dead Mavericks. Or should I say Neo Arcadians from Mega Man 03. That was pretty much 4 of them that was there. I've already forgot those guys' names. Children of Ravana, I think it was, God damn it, Hellback Nefrit, or what? God, it's been a long time since I've played Mega Man 03, but the Reploids that were there, they showed up. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna come up with the remainder of 03's Reploid cast. There's Cuban Foxstar. The Cactoid that looks like a Mingo. Voltio Biblio, and I can't believe I remember those guys. I think that was God damn it, I forgot the big Cerberus guy. Whatever the hell. But that's basically the gist of what Vile's attacks. I think it'll come to a point where we'll start bringing back the Mega Man 2, those 02 Mavericks as well. Oh wait, that's right, the 8 judges were a part of him, that's what it is. That's why he was able to bring them back, but we've got him. So he's gonna pretty much repeat that pattern until he's dead. And now, and by the way, him bringing those Mavericks back was his EX move. And now it's time for Phase 2. Which I gotta say is a hell of a lot easier. And let's be honest, folks. It's pretty much gonna be a reminder that Tech Kraken stage was actually the precursor to this one. Oh, this boss is pretty infamous. Probably the most satisfying one because everyone finally gets to kill this man. Again, a cost is being made. However, what do I mean when I say that Tech Kraken was training for this stage? You remember the first half of Tech Kraken stage? Yeah. There's a lot of plot dump, by the way. And my voice really hurts trying to use the voices, so it let alone hurts trying to actually commentate over this. I went there and let myself rest for a couple of days, especially when I got sick, and then had gotten myself a filling like 2 weeks prior, but I'm now feeling a little bit better, but my voice still hurts. It's nothing I can do about it. It always happens during the season, especially when it's about to get a little bit colder. But speaking of cold, Vile's now a cold-hearted machine that has literally transformed himself into an abomination that is literally the core of Ragnarok. And now, we've come to a big problem. Remember when I said the first half of Tech Kraken stage applies here? Yeah, you have 140 seconds to take that down. It should not be hard. It should not be hard at all. Especially if you come in with full sub-takes. And more importantly, it would also help if, wait for it, you actually come with a sub-weapon for your Zero Gauntlet, and not for Zero Knuckle actually, and not once have I used a Zero Knuckle throughout the entirety of this game. Oh, this is gonna come back to haunt me. So what you need to do is wait for him to open up that pincer to freak, pretty much. God damn it! I'm trying to speak here. You need to wait for him to open the lower half so you'll be able to strike him. It's best to hit him with the sword. Probably the charged sword attacks, so that way it'll do some damage to him. You have 140 seconds, and it would be in your best interest to go crazy, and more importantly, slash those damn green segments, because they will try to stop you in midair from trying to hurt Dr. Vile, and waste time. This part is actually the easiest part if you understand what's going on. And by the way, in case you're wondering what's happening with Zero, my controller decides to do this. God damn it. Sorry about that. That right there is what cost me a good bit of change too. And for the record, if that time hits 0, guess what? You gotta start all the way over from Dr. Vile. No pressure. No pressure, but I haven't even gotten him into the yellow yet, and we're more than past the halfway point of the time, of the countdown actually. Oh, it is tough. And I'm just gonna go ahead and take it because again, I am the goddamn strong. I gotta stop saying that line because, after all, nobody's watching. And if they are, well, they're probably not gonna watch this. I know I did this terribly, but again, I was on Novocaine when I did this. Which is why, and of course that one bit with the controller. Which is why, yeah, it looks like I was doing really, really horribly. I would have finished this a long time ago. And by the way, the laser that he does, that's also a EX move. And for the record, the theme will change when you're about to lose time. One more hit. Let's do it. And oof, with 7 seconds to spare. Jesus Christ. That was close. I know there's a lot of people who would have had this done within 50, 40 seconds. This is probably the worst I've done. Yeah, this was the worst I've done, but hey, look on the bright side. At least it's done. At least it's done. At least the world is saved. Sad, really, that it went out this way. Because after all, Zero was not able to escape the explosion. In fact, I don't think there was even time for him to escape the explosion. He burned up, along with Ragnarok. And there's no sign of him there. Well, at least nothing fell on Area Zero, but at the cost of Zero. My boy did good. My boy did good. He saved the world. He actually knew what he was fighting for. Unlike Mega Man X7. Yeah, fuck that game, by the way. But still. F in the chat for Zero, ladies and gentlemen. He fought the good fight. And he has saved the future of Reploids and humans, who almost went extinct because of Dr. Vile. You want to know what the worst part about this is? All this madness and destruction was brought about by a jealous doctor who just wanted to be acknowledged. That doctor was Dr. Wily. If only people actually acknowledged him, he wouldn't have been the madman that literally brought the world to his knees. Well, to its knees. With the Maverick Wars, or have his ancestor in Dr. Vile try to sabotage what's left. It's sad to think about now you stop and think about it. All this is Dr. Wily's fault. Well, there were other people to blame, like for instance Copy X giving full authority to Dr. Vile, El Paiso at Operation Righteous Strike. But the main people we should blame primarily is Dr. Wily. Oh yeah, let's not forget about Dr. Kane bringing back Zero and X. And then making Reploids based off of X, which the virus was supposed to infect in the first place. Because Wily did it out of spite of Light, who made the first Reploid. So yeah, all this because of one man's greed. Well, little know that his greatest creation literally saved mankind. And unfortunately, CL will never see him again. And that realization hit her like a ton of bricks. And it is so sad to see CL cry. And needless to say, ladies and gentlemen, 04, I gotta say, well, it's a really dark game. Ironically, this and 02 were the first Zero games I played before 1 and 3. Bear that in mind. But folks, that's it. The Zero series is over. There's no sequel. If you count ZX as a sequel. But seriously, CL will never see Zero again. The Guardians are dead. And X, he's perished. And CL tried to make a copy X to be a replacement, but he went full Neo-Arcadian. You know, that's really sucky that El Paizo is the only person in the entirety of the story that actually survives. Holy shit. Oh, that's just sad. And Kraft? He had a choice. He went full Neo-Arcadian. But let's talk about the game. The game, I gotta say, is the easiest game in the series. Plain and simple. Yeah, it will get hard at the end, but once you get all the chips, you're good to go. Provided you have the strategy. The music, again, I mean, I like 03's better than 04's. Yeah, 03's got the best soundtrack. I didn't even talk about the boss music in 4. It's really good, but it can't compare to 03. It really can't. That's why I really didn't talk about it all too much. But one thing I can say, I mean, it's a retconned ending, but it's definitely an ending because Inafude brought out all, and I mean all the nostalgia. I mean, look at the damn boss fight with Vile, for God's sakes. They literally brought out all the nostalgia. And CL just looks in the sky, hoping that Zero would come back one day. Little did she know, she may join him, just not in life. Yeah, ZX is a cruel, cruel motherfucker. Let me just put it to you like this. You honestly thought that you're gonna live? Haha, no, CL. You're the next. You are the next. Plain and simple. But folks, let us all give a moment of silence for not just Zero, but for the countless characters that have lost their lives. Well, some of them anyway.
Bruh.
Bruh. Look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No, 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 no. Look at the top of his head. Look at his lips.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, marks the end of the Mega Man Zero series. A great series. Although, again, 0, 3, and 2 are my favorites. I have to say, it's been a pleasure playing this for you guys. Although next week, it'll be nothing but Cyberpunk 2077 for the entirety from Monday through Friday. And then I'll think of something next week to be the Thursday or Friday playthrough. I'll see you guys then. This is RVMan985. Peace out and thanks for watching Mega Man 04. Seriously though, how is Opaizo still alive after all of this?